Mate, I don't know about you, but I've had just about enough of the absolute circus running this country. Everything's gone to hell. And do you know why? Because the Albanese government is selling out young Aussies to fill their voter base with fresh imports. Yeah, you heard me. But first, before we rip into this disaster, do me a solid, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me how much your rent's gone up this year. And if you're as sick of these jokers as I am, grab yourself an Albo Says Relax t-shirt before they sell out, only $23 for the next 48 hours. Links in the description. Right. Let's get stuck into it. You see this bloke? That's the face of a man who reckons he can pull the wool over your eyes. He and his mates have a plan, one that's gonna change Australia forever, and not in a good way. It's called mass migration, and it's happening whether you like it or not. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, come on mate, migration is good for the economy. Yeah? Tell that to the 24-year-old tradie still living with his mum cause he can't afford to rent a one-bedroom showbox. Tell that to the single mum who's got to choose between paying for groceries or keeping the heater on cause energy prices are through the bloody roof. And here's the kicker. This isn't some accidental policy failure. This is a bloody strategy. Let me break it down for you. Number 1, the universities. They are bringing in hundreds of thousands of international students, cause it's a cash cow. The government lets unis rake in billions, while Aussie kids get saddled with insane HECS debt just to compete. And half these students aren't even here for the degrees, they are here for the PR pipeline. Get a visa, stay a few years, apply for citizenship, vote Labour. Rinse and repeat. Number 2, big business. CEOs love mass migration cause it keeps wages low and their profits high. Why pay a fair wage when you can just import a bloke who'll work for peanuts? The government's letting corporations swap Aussie workers for cheap labour, and somehow, we are all supposed to cheer for this diversity nonsense while we get priced out of our own suburbs. And number 3, the most cynical bit, Labour wants the votes. They know new migrants overwhelmingly vote left, so they are importing their own voter base. It's not a conspiracy, it's just bloody obvious. You reckon it's a coincidence that right before key elections, thousands of new citizens are minted in swing electorates? Albanese and his crew are playing the long game, and you, yeah, you, are the collateral damage. And here's the part that really boils my blood. When young Aussies dare to speak up, when we say, oi mate, maybe don't flood the country with people when we can't even house the ones already here. We get called racists. You can't even question it without some blue-haired activists screeching in your face about inclusivity and compassion. Meanwhile, our rents keep climbing, our hospitals are packed, and our roads are turning into bloody car parks. But hey, it's fine, right? 'Cause Labour's got their new mates. They don't need you anymore. And here's what really makes me laugh. The same people screaming about climate change, oh no, the environment, oh no, carbon emissions, are completely silent when it comes to adding 1.8 million people to the country in 5 years. Mate, you reckon that's gonna lower emissions? It's all a scam. Now, let me make one thing very clear before the media tries to twist this. Australia was built on migration. Hard-working migrants who came here, put in the effort, and made this country great. But what's happening now? This is different. This is an open-door policy designed to benefit the elite while screwing over working Aussies. So what do we do about it? First, stop falling for the guilt trip. You're not a bad person for wanting a stable job, an affordable house, and a future in your own country. Second, call these politicians out. Flood their inboxes. Show up to their town halls. Make it bloody impossible for them to ignore you. And third, stop voting for the same idiots who keep selling you out. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but mate, who else do we vote for? I get it. The choices aren't great. But here's the thing, politicians don't change unless they're scared of losing. If you keep rewarding the same parties for screwing you over, they'll keep screwing you over. So, what's the plan? What's your breaking point? When you're paying $10 for a lettuce? When rent in a showbox apartment hits $3,000 a month? Or are you already there? Let me know in the comments below, how much are you getting squeezed right now? And if you're fed up with this nonsense, share this video. Wake people up. 'Cause if we don't fight back now, in 10 years, we won't even recognize this country anymore. And don't forget, grab yourself an Albo Says Relax t-shirt before the sale ends. Let's make some noise. I'll see you in the next one.